A lot of folks trying to figure out what to do with their vehicles right now. Do you buy? Do you sell? Finding a used car or truck at a low price is almost impossible this year. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, used car prices jumped nearly 30%, almost by a third. Experts are saying prices are likely to stay high for a while. So let's find out what's going on. Financial analyst Brock Pierce joins me now to talk all about it. Brock, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about this market when it comes to cars right now. You know, typically when it's new cars, you look at different seasons or different times of year or month to buy things. Why such a demand for used cars?
Well, new car prices are up. There's problems in the production or the supply chain due to semiconductor chip manufacturing. And we went from a market that was effectively paused to the world coming back on, people not having needed cars to needing vehicles. And yes, we're seeing rising prices from vehicles to goods and services up and down the spectrum. We've had a really tough year and a half, and it looks like as we return to some sort of new normal, we're in for another round of unexpected challenges. So
can you put part of it, at least, Brock, and if so, how much, into folks who maybe they were teleworking for a while and now suddenly that's off the table and it's time to go back to work? And is it people just saying, I want something used because I want something that's less expensive? It just seems like that's the challenge right now, is that inventory doesn't seem to be there.
Yeah, the new car inventory isn't there. The new car prices are up. The discounts that you could usually negotiate are thin, and so people are turning to used cars, and there's not a big savings there either. Those prices are skyrocketing, and this is a very unfortunate set of events. Gasoline prices are up. New construction materials are up. Just when you thought we're about to catch a break, obviously it's not. It's hitting our wallets hard.
So one of the advantages here, I guess, is for somebody who might be in the market to actually sell their car. We've gotten the flyers in the mail saying, hey, your car, we'll pay you over Kelley Blue Book value. We just saw a video from Carvana and some of the online retailers saying, we'll give you an offer on the spot that might be as good as you're going to see. What are you finding there, and what, I guess, recommendations do you have for anybody trying to sell their car at this point?
Well, yeah, the beneficiaries of this are those that, have vehicles. The prices of used cars are up, and if you happen to own them, you are going to be the beneficiary of that. So best ways of going about that is first of all, just to be aware that the market has moved. Traditionally, look at your Kelley Blue Book, and otherwise go out and see what's going on in the market so that you are getting as close to market rates or as wholesale rates you can as a potential seller.
So I was reading one article where they were looking at a Jeep Wrangler. It's a vehicle that holds its value quite well, no matter what year it is. They actually got an offer from Carvana that was above Kelley Blue Book. It was almost as good as what they paid for it. Essentially, it didn't depreciate all that much at all. I put in my vehicle, not as lucky. I actually had a higher KBB value than I did when I put in for a Carvana estimate. So what's the recommendation? Is it really, are some people with certain vehicles getting lucky here, or is the market good for everybody?
Well, I mean, it does vary somewhat by vehicle. I've actually bought a few Jeeps, but old ones, CJ7s the last few months, stuff that don't rely on any computer chips, things I could essentially fix myself. But it's like all things. Take the time to be informed. Do your research, and this applies to everything in life. Take the time to look and see what's going on so that you are informed as much as you can and can make the best decisions for yourself. And if you do choose to sell, understand that if you want to buy back in, you're probably going to be paying a higher rate. So take your time and do what's in the best interest of you and your families.
Always good to know there, Brock. As we wrap things up on the big picture here, as you see more and more of these online resellers for vehicles come in, and people that are just like, hey, I'm done with the dealership, I just want to go all online. Are we going to see more of that in the future? And if so, will competition help us out with better prices at some point?
Yeah, I mean, technology is driving accessibility to information. It's driving speed of events occurring, and it's driving efficiency. And ultimately, greater efficiency in the market creates optimal outcomes for both the buyer and the seller. You are disintermediating a cumbersome middle, and we are ultimately the beneficiaries of it. Technology is a tool. It is neither good or bad. How we use it will determine the impact it has, but efficiency is ultimately a good thing for all of us.
All right, speaking like a true analyst there, Brock, thanks very much. Good luck with those CJs. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right.